Hi, Hub Arkush here for Pro Football Weekly, along with senior editor Mike Wilkenny, as we continue previewing all 32 NFL teams to begin the 2012 regular seasons. We'll talk about the Cleveland Browns here. And Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. I was ready to make the Browns one of my surprise go-to-the-playoffs picks this year. Love the young talent on this team, but they've taken such a beating physically during preseason. Who are the best additions to this club? They need to make them better.
Well, the best additions, I think, are the rookies. Trent Richardson, the number 3 overall pick, but knee surgery for him. They hope he's back by week 1. Brandon Weeden, I think, was a good addition. I think they're doing the right thing, adding him to the starting lineup right off the bat. I think they're going to be a little bit more explosive on offense. They're very young there, and as you mentioned, defensively, they've taken some hits already.
Well, and anybody who plays fantasy football knows they've lost Peyton Hillis. In addition to that, another big loss or two they suffered?
Well, Mike Adams in the back end of the defense, I thought was, kind of a loss for them. I think overall, though, the thing about this team is they've built well through the draft over the years. I think they were able to kind of stem the tide of those losses. Certainly Richardson is an upgrade over Hillis, but I think when it comes down to it, it's those core guys they had last year, can they take a step forward? That's what you've got to look at for Cleveland.
And Mike, the reason I've been optimistic this offseason is last year they quietly became one of the best defenses in the AFC. Is that a good reason? Other reasons to be optimistic about this club?
I think the defense is one of the reasons, but again, you lose Chris Gokong, you've got Phil Taylor out for a couple weeks at least with a pectoral injury. Maybe Joe Hayden facing suspension, Scott Fujita, same thing. That could be 4 guys in week 1 potentially. I think the reason you have optimism about this team is you've got Weeden, you've got more explosiveness in the passing game potentially, and that defense, I think, very well coordinated. You just wonder about how they're going to compete for 16 games, though, in that division.
Very quickly, the biggest negative they face?
I think the biggest negative overall is I don't think they had a ton of margin for error defensively. And now they're really going to be going into that depth, and they're a young team. And that's a tough place to be with Baltimore, with Cincinnati, with Pittsburgh.
That does it for our Browns season preview, but we've got the other 31 NFL teams right here at ProFootballWeekly.com.